Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we have a very exciting story for you. It is a famous story about a man, a ship, and an island. The story is called Robinson Crusoe. Thank you for listening and reading along with the story. It really helps me with my channel. I want to produce more stories and subjects, and I really appreciate you visiting my channel. Are you ready? Let's start. Part 1. A young man with big dreams. A long time ago, there was a young man named Robinson Crusoe. He lived in England with his mother and father. His father was a good man. He had a nice house and a good job. He wanted Robinson to study and become a lawyer. But Robinson did not want to be a lawyer. He wanted something different. He wanted adventure. Every day, he looked at the sea and dreamed about faraway places. "Please, Robinson," said his father. "Stay home. Study. Have a normal life." But Robinson did not listen. He was young, and he was stubborn. One day, when he was 19 years old, he left his home. He did not say goodbye to his parents. He went to the port and got on a ship. This was the beginning of a very big adventure. Part 2. Trouble at Sea. At first, life on the ship was fun. Robinson liked the wind, the waves, and the freedom. But soon, there was a big storm. The sky became dark. The wind was strong. The waves were huge. "Help!" shouted the sailors. "The ship is breaking." Robinson was very scared. He thought, "If I survive this, I will go home. I will listen to my father." But the storm stopped, and the sun came out. Robinson forgot his promise. He continued his journey. He wanted more adventure, not less. Years passed. Robinson traveled to many places. He worked on ships. Sometimes he made money. Sometimes he lost everything. One time, pirates captured him. He was a slave for 2 years. Then he escaped on a small boat and sailed to freedom. After many adventures, Robinson decided to try one more journey. He got on a ship going to South America. This journey changed his life forever. Part 3. The Storm and the Island. The ship sailed for many days. Everything was calm and peaceful. But then, dark clouds appeared. A terrible storm hit the ship. "Save the ship," the captain shouted. The wind was very strong. The rain fell hard. The waves hit the ship again and again. Suddenly, crash. The ship hit some rocks. "Get into the boats," someone yelled. The sailors tried to escape in small boats, but the sea was too wild. One by one, the boats broke apart. Robinson fell into the cold, dark water. He swam and swam. His arms were tired. His lungs hurt. He thought he was going to die. But then, a big wave pushed him onto the beach. Robinson opened his eyes. He was alive. He was lying on the sand. He looked around. There was no ship. There were no sailors. There was only sand, trees, and the sound of birds. Robinson was completely alone. Part 4. Alone on the island. Robinson stood up slowly. His body was hurt, but he was alive. He looked at the sea. He saw pieces of his broken ship in the water. "I am alone," he said quietly. "No people. No home. What do I do now?" He decided to swim back to the ship. He found some useful things: food, tools, guns, and clothes. He made a small raft and carried the things to the beach. He did this many times, again and again, until the ship sank completely into the sea. Robinson needed a safe place to sleep. He found a hill near the beach with a cave. It was a good place because he could see the sea from there, and it was safe from wild animals. He built a small home. He used wood, rocks, and cloth from the ship. It was not beautiful, but it was safe. At night, Robinson felt very sad and lonely. He missed his family. He missed his country. He cried, but then he told himself, "I must be strong. I must survive." Part 5. Learning to survive. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Robinson learned many new skills. He learned how to hunt animals for meat. He learned how to catch fish. He found fruit trees and learned which fruits were safe to eat. He also started a small farm. He planted seeds from the ship, corn and rice. At first, the plants did not grow well. But Robinson did not give up. He watched the weather, and he learned the best time to plant seeds. Soon, he had a small farm with corn, rice, and vegetables. Robinson also made a calendar. He put a big stick in the ground and made a cut every day. This way, he always knew how many days he was on the island. He found some goats on the island. At first, they were wild, but Robinson was patient. He caught some baby goats and kept them near his home. Soon, he had milk and meat from his own goats. Robinson worked very hard every day. He built furniture from wood. He made clothes from animal skins. He even made a calendar, a table, and shelves for his cave. Time passed: 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Robinson Crusoe became very good at surviving alone. Part 6. A big surprise. One day, after many years alone, Robinson found something strange on the beach. It was a footprint. A human footprint in the sand. Robinson was shocked. His heart beat fast. Someone is on this island, he thought. Am I safe? He was very scared. He hid in his cave for many days. He built a wall around his home for protection. Weeks later, Robinson saw something terrible. Some men came to the island in canoes. They were cannibals from a nearby island, and they had prisoners with them. Robinson watched carefully from a hidden place. He saw the men trying to hurt one of the prisoners. But the prisoner was fast. He escaped and ran toward Robinson's hiding place. Robinson had to make a big decision. Did he help this stranger, or did he stay hidden and safe? Robinson decided to help. He came out with his gun and saved the prisoner's life. The man was very thankful. He was scared but happy to be safe. Part 7. Friday. Robinson decided to call this man Friday because that was the day they met. At first, Friday did not understand Robinson's language, and Robinson did not understand Friday's language. But slowly, they started to communicate. Robinson taught Friday some English words. Friday taught Robinson about his own life and culture. They became good friends. Friday was smart and strong. He helped Robinson hunt, fish, and farm. He also helped protect the island from other cannibals who visited sometimes. After a long time alone, Robinson finally had a friend. Life on the island became easier and happier. They worked together every day. They cooked food together and talked in the evenings. Robinson was not lonely anymore. Part 8. A ship arrives. Many more months passed. Then, one amazing day, Robinson saw something incredible, a ship. He and Friday ran to the beach. They saw some sailors from the ship. But something was wrong. The sailors on the beach looked worried and angry with each other. Robinson and Friday watched carefully. They understood there was a big problem. Some sailors on the ship wanted to hurt the captain and take control of the ship. Robinson decided to help the captain. He and Friday were brave. Together with the captain and his loyal men, they stopped the bad sailors. The captain was very grateful. "Thank you for saving my ship and my life," said the captain. "How can I help you?" Robinson smiled. After so many years, he finally had an answer. "Please," said Robinson, "take me home." Part 9. Going home? Robinson said goodbye to the island that had been his home for 28 years. It was a strange feeling, sad, but also very happy. He took Friday with him because they were now like family. The journey back to England was long, but this time, Robinson was not scared of the sea. He had survived so much already. Nothing could scare him now. Finally, after many years, Robinson Crusoe returned home to England. His family could not believe their eyes. They thought he was dead. There were many tears and many hugs. Robinson told everyone his incredible story, the storm, the island, the footprint, Friday, and finally, coming home. People everywhere loved his story. It became one of the most famous adventure stories in the world. The end. And that, my friends, is the story of Robinson Crusoe, a story about courage, hard work, friendship, and never giving up, even when life is very, very difficult. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe for more stories. See you next time. Once again, a big thank you for listening and reading along and supporting the channel.